I totally agree, especially in 3v3. My eyes are on Kaio. I felt like he had a very weak spring major in the RLCS, and that came off of a winter where he looked really good. So I think in this 3v3, you're looking at Kaio. You can expect Yan to be Yan. He's going to be that guy. Card, he's the facilitator on this team now. You can expect that. But for Kaio, he's got to step up against this Owl team who are, by all measures, a solid team. This is not going to be an easy match for either.
The great one up in the air already and denied as his shot was well wide. Now Yan, nothing over there, and is easily sent back. And you see how quickly Owl can move down the field and create trouble for FURIA. And I think both these teams have that explosive counter-attack ability that both defenses are going to be kind of have to be on their toes. Otherwise, this could be a very high-scoring series.
And you talked about Senso. He's got that international experience as well. Got that top 8 finish back when Falcons were Sandrock Gaming in the fall major of RLCS. And now here he is with Owl and with two very standout players, Fahad and IX. But it's been tight. FURIA, a couple of looks here on the attack. But that counterattack from Owl looks deadly. We already saw that quick pass. FURIA got to be careful on the counterattack.
1v1 stopped at midfield, so Senzo will have to bring this back to the corner. And Kaio just stuffed him right there. Ball went nowhere. Now Yan up high, has some support coming in behind, but they're all kind of bunched up. And nobody over there except a bunch of orange cars, and it's Owl. It's Fahad trying to clear this away towards IX. Very patient. And now the teams have kind of slowed down. We kind of saw them both throw a couple of haymakers early. Now we're back to just throwing jabs here and there, waiting for maybe someone to flinch.
The demo nullified. FURIA trying to contend midfield. But again, yeah, no one really able to be in position for some of these wins in midfield. Here might be one, the pass just taken away. Good on FURIA being quick to those challenges.
I wonder if more teams are kind of being a little more timid around these Middle Eastern squads after they've seen how successful they've been in this event. You know, all this region has ever wanted was just a seat at the table, a chance to respect they belong in the international scene. And now, getting all these other teams from different regions on land, they're proving they are far more than just a one-team region. They absolutely belong in the conversation in the global scale of Rocket League.
Oh, there's no question. And I think that players were starting to feel that in scrims. These guys were no slouches in scrims leading up to the event, but I think a lot of players like to hang their hat on being like, well, scrims, they don't really dictate what's going to happen in the results when we actually get to the real games. Well, guess what? They're here to play, and they've been looking really solid, but really liking FURIA's push here. And Kaio, that's a great shot to the top.
Kaio, the great one, coming through as Yan set him up. Good challenge at least coming out, but the ball went right straight out. Kaio there to clean it up. First goal for FURIA. Comes right after the halfway mark. Now they can try and maybe just establish a little bit of dominance here, but I think Owl's got other plans. Here goes Fahad. Got around one. Oh. Got the pass away, and IX immediately ties it.
That is dirty, Fahad. Gets up for the reset, changes direction. Card, there's no chance for him to get to that play. Yan hopes that he can react to that, but how could you? Fahad with the perfect direction change, getting the pass out. Whew. Nice one for Owl.
And maybe threatening another as IX quickly up. There is Yan to meet him. Card beaten by a mile. No shot though. This ball just goes harmlessly to the corner. And a kind of courageous challenge there, eating the demolition, but at least getting rid of the ball. And now Senzo to just launch another, but again, not a lot of support. The pace has slowed down a little bit. Despite those two kind of rapid fire goals, Jorby, you expect maybe things settle down here. And yeah, we could see a series where all these team-based formats are 2-1, maybe 3-2.
It really feels like our esport has grown up, doesn't it?
Oh,
MENA
my goodness, yeah.
versus South America.
Yeah.
And it's already looked absolutely insane, just with one 3v3. And we haven't even gotten to the game modes with more space. I mean, already another shot taken away. FURIA have been really fast. Now on the counterattack, quick pass and denied again. Owl excellent patience on the back line, waiting for that pass to come out, and even there the shot denied. It was light, allowed him to come in to make the save. Excellent defense here from Owl. 2 demos, though, gives him some space.
I imagine Kaio, as you mentioned, is probably going to come into this event maybe with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder and a lot to prove. And already he has been a key factor in Furia's offense. Haven't seen much of Furia's defense. They haven't needed it. They've been on this half of the field a lot, and Kaio adds another.
Furia, excellent approach here. You see the bumps coming out on the back end. Owl getting bumped out of the net caused just enough chaos on the recovery, and that's something Furia have really struggled with in the past, is getting outboxed physically, something that other teams have always had the one-up on them over. But this time, they're the ones getting physical in the box against Owl, giving them the goal.
Jan looking for a teammate in midfield. It's Kaio again. Why not just feed the hot hand over and over and over again? IX there to meet Jan this time. And Owl does clear the zone, but the pass doesn't get to Fahad. And that's a missed opportunity for Owl, and precious seconds coming off the clock. Almost converting there off the corner of the frame. And now Card with the final 7 seconds, just trying to buy his teammates time to finish off this defensive effort. Kaio avoids contact. Just got to bring this to ground, and he does. Furia wins a gritty game 1.
The Yan to Kaio connection linking up to perfection in game number 1. Is that the duo we're going to see if we end up going to 2v2? You got to imagine it's 1v1. They got to put Fahad in, right?
I would be utterly shocked if Owl doesn't immediately just lock in 1v1. They probably locked it in.
Fahad's like, cool, guys, leave, get in a free play.
Yeah, right?
Go.
It's like, all right, everybody out.
Stay warm.
Yeah, everybody out. Star of the show, step in. Spotlight on me. Let's go to work. But of course, gonna wait, let these players get their Spotify playlists all ready to go, and then maybe a couple technical issues because their Spotify is messing with their frames or something, and then
Heavy
we can
car
finally
bug.
get into game 2. Yeah, heavy car bug. Yeah,
I heard if you keep your water bottle on the desk, that's actually heavy car bug.
Yeah, if you listen to the wrong J Balvin song during the game, then the car goes a little bit slower.
You put your thumbs the wrong way on the sticks, heavy car bug.
Oh, of course.
That's the greatest copium in Rocket League.
We absolutely love the just the atmosphere here inside the stadium. It's been a raucous atmosphere out there. We've heard Cole and Stumpy and Veracity, Johnny, they've all talked about just how wild the crowd is.
They were all sitting out there last night.
Yeah.
They probably haven't left.
They're all right out there. I mean, I'm waiting for them to start leading the chants, just like Cole and Stumpy traditionally have.
Cole and Stumpy were the first ones out there earlier. I was like, oh, of course they're leading chants. They can't help themselves.
Fahad and Jan. Imagine 1v1. Buckle up. This is going to be a wild ride.
Yan has been grinding once, so he came prepared.
Yes,
and
sir.
Look at that. He gets the perfect bounce on the ramp, lands beautifully on this reset. Fahad gets caught out a little bit, but look, he goes close. Fahad has the near side of the net covered. That has to be a perfect approach from Yan. He gets the perfect touch, the perfect reset, the perfect shot. That was an excellent start.
You come off the back wall and then reverse direction into the flip reset shot. Like, okay, sure, defend that if you can. There goes Fahad. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve as well and a lot of boost to work with. Oh, he just goes right through Jan, but he can't get around him for the shot. Jan recovers. That's a good answer to the question posed by Fahad, but off the demo. Oh, a favorable spawn and then a demo again after the save.
Yeah, it's gonna get some time as ball jettisons back to the orange. How is Fahad going to approach? Couple of demos now. Just gonna stay low. Yan doesn't bite. Fahad just gonna continue to test Yan. How is he going to approach the ball on defense? Is he over-aggressive? Does he try to pick the challenge a little too early? Or is he gonna be patient until the final touch? Right now, it seems like Yan has been very patient, gets the demo to get control. So far, a really solid start for Yan.
Yan looking for more. He did not have the flip reset, and I think, I'm not quite sure if Fahad was aware, but it didn't matter. His patient defense turns into offense. Tie game.
Yeah, Yan gets a little greedy here. It actually started with a nice recovery, but then going for that boost. Fahad's got control there. You cannot go for that corner boost. You got no one protecting you there. But he did the right thing, and then he did the wrong thing, and he got scored on because of it.
Fahad, the MVP of the previous victory, and of course, it's good to be the 1v1 king on your team because, yes, you have the most impressive stats.
Oh.
You show up in the most impressive moments, and Fahad just put Jan on skates.
Fahad can do so much on the ground, whip it back around like that. That's a nasty cut against Yan. And again, Fahad's gonna keep testing Yan. How are you going to approach this on the ground? Which way are you going to challenge? Are you going to be aggressive in those situations? Are you always going to wait? Or is there a certain way I can bait you in? That time, Fahad baits him in, and he wins another kickoff. Fahad taking control.
Gave up a goal, which feels like forever ago, and 3 quick answers later, it's Fahad well in front, but still a lot of time to work with. A lot of Rocket League to be played here. Plenty of time for Jan to turn things back around in his favor, but gotta have a kickoff that doesn't end abysmally as the side boost won by Fahad, and as a result, puts that in the only spot that Jan couldn't catch up to it.
Something Fahad is so good at in 1v1s, winning those kickoffs. It was a battle over in the corner. It was about whoever was gonna win that midfield boost. And loses that midfield boost, tries to go out to the corner, but Fahad's got control. He's able to put that ball on target every single time. I'm gonna keep it away from Yan. Back over to his own corner.
Oh, just caught right up to him. Opportunity now for Jan, but he's got to play the long game here as Fahad's already back in and ready to go. Picked his spot and almost kept him out.
Oh yeah, got his flip at the end of this as he pushes the ball into Fahad. Gets right on the center of the ball. See him put his car up as tall as possible so the ball has no chance of just skirting out to the side. And then he had the flip just to make sure he could put it in, and there's no chance Fahad could get some crazy recovery and get it back.
The read, the counter read, and the counter read all involved in that play.
That's 1v1, baby.
Just, yeah, it's chess while us mere mortals are playing checkers. Here goes Fahad again. Tough angle. He's trying to get a piece of Jan, and what a save by Jan, but it's going to be all for naught. Fahad adds a 5th.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Yan to handle. Fahad dropping it straight down. Flick up forces the bad touch out of Yan. And not a bad recovery from Yan either, but that bounce was perfect right where Fahad landed, gave him a perfect shot to the right side.
Important for Jan to have an answer sooner rather than later here. And Fahad tried pumping the brakes and going with a cheeky kickoff. It didn't.
Got it.
Yeah, it didn't work well for Jan, that's for sure. Just got to get back though. Fahad taking the midfield boost. Jan all the way back. They both have plenty in the tank. And this time advantage Jan.
It's very clear Fahad has much greater control over the ball and the game. Is very resilient in terms of, or not resilient, but resistant in wanting to use that dodge. He likes to be in control. As soon as you dodge out on a play, got to be able to recover to get your flip back. But Fahad, he recovers so quickly because he's always so timely on how he uses his dodges, when he decides to challenge heavy into the ball, when he decides to let go. And those decisions have, I mean, given him a great lead here against Yan.
Jan had plenty of boosts in the tank, but just out of position by the slimmest of margins, and could not flip to get any faster, could not reach Supersonic to catch up. And now here goes Fahad again. Maybe looking for the knockout blow early in this game, but Jan up to the task. Can he get around on the shot? He can, but Fahad there to send it away. Oh, good turn here though, and again, Fahad's just right there. I mean, you got to get real creative, I think, if you're going to get anything else past Fahad. Second touch goes off the crossbar. Had the idea, execution not quite so much, and again off the crossbar. And if it's not one thing, it's another, as Jan's got to be getting a little frustrated, but that one will certainly help the psyche.
Yeah, a little too much there for Fahad. Jan hitting the crossbar one too many times for his liking, but gets a nice little touch there. Made it really awkward for Fahad. You see him pull out, thinking Jan's touch might be a little lower, trying to find a way to get up to the ball in time, but Jan, just that loft, put it right over Fahad. He had to spend time turning the car around, then jumping up towards it. That was just enough to get it over Fahad.
Fahad once again in that comfortable position of having a lofty lead. Jan trying to chip away at it. Flip reset. Oh, he drills it!
Oh my God, I think I stand Jan. Oh, that was was so nasty. Gets underneath, got the reset, drops down, and puts a rocket onto the net. I mean, Fahad has been clean, efficient, brutal stacks. But man, the flash, you gotta love it.
Didn't have an answer for that one, and now a little fake off the kickoff there, and Fahad will control this at the back. Trying to burn away the final minute plus. Now holding only a 2-goal lead, and things getting just a little bit sweatier here. Jan, plenty in the tank. 13, still has it. And Fahad did not bite on any of that at all. Held his ground, down to 50, and he almost put it away, but now he's got to rush back.
Yan got the boost as well. Chance on the counter, Fahad is recovered, but Yan's got the net, and oh, he's coming back. One more to go, and plenty of time to do it. Oh, wow, and that chance from Fahad earlier on the turnaround, he knew he had Yan beat, but he also knew he had to be quick about it. So he put it low against the back wall so he could get the quick double touch. Yan closing in quickly, that you have to be perfect on your reflexes to hit that shot. Fahad was just off, and it was enough to swing the goal in Yan's favor.
This was 6-2, 3 unanswered, as Jan making a game of it. Now Fahad. Good challenge by both at midfield, and it's going to be Fahad that takes charge. He's just milking the clock for all it's worth here, forcing Jan to make a play. The problem is he just might make one, and he does!
Oh, what a comeback from Yan! Got the catch, caught Fahad frozen. Fahad trying to recover. He has to wait for Yan to put it up, and it's up to Yan to make the shot happen. Fahad has the near side of the net covered. Yan has to hit the top side, and he nailed it on the flick.
What are you going to do, score 4 goals in a row? End quote. Guy who just got scored on 4 times in a row.
And the challenge is 2 from Yan.
Jan now, 5 seconds. Chance now to maybe rip this away and avoid OT, but no. We will end up in overtime in typical ones fashion. No lead is safe.
Kickoffs, sometimes everything in ones. Yan's gotten it. He's gonna give Fahad.
Oh, what a win.
The leeway, he's got the 50, but gets bumped actually back into the ball. Fahad recovers in. Gregan was saying overtime is gonna cause every single player to sweat because it's a best of 1 for ones effectively. And you know they gotta be feeling that sweat.
Oh, Jan has him maybe
Bump,
dead to
bump.
rights. Got the bow, he did not. And Fahad kept it out.
Oh, he kept the ball. Fahad working on small pads. Oh, he got the 50 as well. Yan still in control, and that 50 is gonna give Fahad some space.
Oh, man, I really thought he had him there, but now Jan plenty of time and space to work with. Dancing through the air, going after him again, and again Fahad comes up with the stop.
2 times for the air dribble bump, 2 times Yan can't make it happen. I think he might have to mix it up. Fahad's gonna expect that air dribble bump next time Yan has control. If he can get it back, Fahad taking it back. He hasn't had the same control, the dribble authority that we saw him have earlier on. And he's gonna keep that ball far away from Fahad.
This is where the mental game comes in. Does he go to the well a 3rd time? He certainly does! And this time, the 3rd time's a charm!
Yan does it! What a comeback! Down 6-2. Fahad in full control. And Yan, what a stellar comeback. It started with that sick flip reset down the way.
Oh, I need stunning.
I need a second.
Crowd.
You go.
It's absolutely.
I'm stunned too.
Leaving the crowd here in shock and awe as Owl Esports now find themselves 1 game away from dropping to the lower bracket after Jan has brought Furia to match point under the most unlikeliest of circumstances, down 6-2. And you thought, all right, Fahad finally had it all working out. Gave up the first goal, scored 3 or 4 unanswered, built up that lead, and then Jan took over. The GOAT that we know him to be absolutely kicked it into high gear.
I mean, I think that, look, the 1v1 authority on the casting team, Johnny Boy, right? If I can remember correctly, because he just put out a 1v1 tier list.
Yes.
I think Fahad was B tier, which had a lot of really great 1v1 players, and then Yan was in the D tier. But Yan's only been recently grinding ones a lot. And probably for this event, I'm gonna tell you, it certainly looks like he's grinding it. I mean, I was so impressed with the mix-up because Fahad, what was he doing? He was dribbling all over Yan, forcing Yan to make decisions on challenges. It wasn't working out for him. And then all of a sudden, he started getting more aggressive on the challenges, not letting Fahad take full control of the ball, not giving him as much space. As soon as Yan saw a challenge, he took a challenge. And I really feel like that was the big difference in that game. So now we're back into 3v3 stacks. This could end in a sweep, but it was close in the first game. Owl's still not out of it by any stretch.
With the festival still hopping around us outside, we go to what might be the final game of day one of Gamers 8. Yan trying to get around on this, and he does hit the open net. Yan just continues to find the orange net. Furia up early.
I think Yan is trying to challenge Roas right now. He's
right.
saying, hang on a second, Roas. Yeah, sick plays earlier, but you forgot about me. Hang on a second. Yeah, it doesn't want to leave anybody's minds. And he's just, some players just have that next gear.
Maybe even sending a message to Roas, who could be the future opponent for Furia after their win over FaZe Clan. Just imagine Furia having to get through Owl Esports and then F16.
Run the Mina gauntlet.
For them. Right, exactly. Probably Falcons at some point along the way if they could get into the playoff bracket. Shot here, blocked away by Yan. Full tank of boost as well, but the shot comes in on card. Yan still an option. Fahad trying to chase him down, take him off the field. He didn't really erase him from the play, and he can get involved here, disrupting Card's effort.
Things finally settle down a little bit for Owl, but they still can't get control of the ball. Nice little chain dash from Card. Actually got him that touch. That shot was just off the mark. Look at all of this pressure from Furia jumping up. Yan has no fear. Everyone on Furia just diving forward, full confidence in their ability to challenge this ball in front of the box. And I mean, when you get the ball right back, the pass over to Yan a little too far, but Yan gets the boost steal.
How did that get all the way through? I mean, this goes
so fast.
That threads the needle, and it looks like a misconnection on the pass downfield, but it still ended up with Yan. Now it's Card who has to get back and at least make the stop. Infield pass here. Selfless, slow play, and it almost worked out for Owl. A bump, but not a demo, so they couldn't take Yan off the pitch. And that's got to be incredibly frustrating now, because Yan seems to be able to do no wrong right now for Furia.
Just no dunk there for Owl. They are able to get a little bit of control in midfield. They've got good boosts, but actually get blown through the midfield line. Card just catches the ball out Yan catching the ball out for free. Yeah, Owl just not able to maintain possession. Starting to grab those midfield touches a little bit more. We see Fahad, it's a touch and leave. For IX, it's touch and leave. They get it clear to the corner, and you get nothing. Fury are in front of every ball and every challenge.
Left to get nothing and like it. As this goes to the side, Yan leaves it for Kaio, whose shot is blocked away. Difficult angle there for Card, and it's ricocheted off to the corner as well. You know, Kaio, who's been around for so long. You go back to the days. Oh, I know. You go back to the days where, you know, everybody was running 1s, 2s, and 3s tournaments every week, and Kaio on South American ping would still show up and make deep runs in all these North American tournaments, and he's still hanging around to this day, and it doesn't seem like he's missed much of a step.
Kyle's like the South American Garrett G.
Yeah.
The man always seems to find his way deep in tournaments.
They didn't find their way to this, though. IX scoring on the tight angle as everybody just let it go.
Finally, a miss from Card gives IX the one opportunity that they've got. The mistake from Furia opens the gate here for Owl. That always is the big difference in these threes games. When you don't have the confidence on offense, you don't push as hard. But as soon as the team gives you one mistake, now all of a sudden, your mental's completely reset. Now, you can push forward on offense. Oh wait, I can challenge that ball in midfield. Because even when Owl have the boost, they haven't gone for the 50 or the challenge in midfield all that often. They weren't confident in their challenges, but now they're getting those pushes downfield. They're connecting on some of these passes. It's just all about getting that lead. They might have got blown out here, and the missed touch, and oh, what a recovery to make the save.
That is unbelievable. And still, they've kept Furia off the scoreboard but for how much longer? It only feels like a matter of time unless they get a crucial touch here. IX sends one out towards the wing. This is going to go back deep into the corner. And now it's Yan to take over. Again, plenty to work with. Demolition behind the play. And now it's Kaio with Card waiting for a ball that's just never going to reach him. Great control by Senzo, doing exactly what he needed to do to give Owl just a little bit of relief as the shot there from Furia goes high and the storm weathered by Owl Esports.
Furia putting together some of that spring major passing. What that one goes right into IX, and Owl aren't done yet. They get the lead.
Under immense pressure for a good 20, 30 seconds, they do not concede a goal and then immediately march down the field and score one of their own. A 2-goal swing if I ever saw one. 35 seconds left, and Owl's got some life here with its back against the wall.
Furia have absolutely had chances to get the lead again. A couple hits off the bar, a couple of passes, but then Owl's defense has really tightened up. And those angles have been harder to find, been defended. Furia have tried to bump them out, tried to get those mid-air demos. Not successful, final 10.
Gotta have it here for Furia. You do not want to let them up off the mat. Demolition critical at midfield, but a big challenge by Fahad, avenging the L earlier, but Yan keeps it in the air. Maybe the worst case scenario, but this one saved away. Kaio can't get it in the air, and Owl staves off relegation.
You see Yan get the ball and goes up the wall, and you think, no, there's no way he makes a play out of that.
There's some sighs of relief out there and a little bit of elation that this party is gonna keep on going, because I guarantee you, some of those fans, they saw Yan had it at 0 seconds, and there's a lot of this going on. Hands over eyes, there's no way. But
I don't want to look.
He did not score there. He did not break their hearts again. So we have to wait to see if he does it in the 2v2, because you know Yan will be there.
Excellence on defense from Owl really was the difference maker here. Getting that mistake from Card, IX immediately punishing that play, and then able to whittle Furia down, not just on offense, but also withstanding their few chances that they had on the defensive end as well. Having big saves, big goal line stops in front. Starting to coalesce for Owl, but heading into the 2v2, you're gonna have to deal with, I don't know, maybe you put Kaio in. Kaio has looked really good so far.
Kaio has had
obviously
an
Yan's
excellent series. Yes, obviously, you know, there's Yan. It's kind of like the endpoint approach. We're throwing Archie, and we'll figure out who's joining him after that. That's probably the goal here for Furia is like, all right, Yan, who do you want? And that's who's going in. What we do know is it will be Utopia, Game 4. Owl still has a massive uphill climb, because now one less player on the field to try and deal with Yan and get him out of the way. And they've got to come up with a plan to prolong this and get us to Champions Field for another 3v3.
Well, we know we're going to see Fahad again. And we're also going to see Senso coming in to be that rock. But already on the kickoff, it's a goal. Yan, he starts the scoring for Furia early.
He's got Card with him, and it didn't matter. Yan cheating up. And immediately, didn't waste any time, 4 seconds into Game 4, and already Owl, who already had a foot out the door, are starting to get pushed a little further.
Those early goals can always hurt the morale, but nice thing about 2v2 is goals are a little more plentiful. So plenty of time. Just don't want to let Furia grab control of this. Don't want to give Yan too much of the pitch. Card will be happy to lob any ball up that he gets right to Yan. And don't ever sleep on Card. If he gets a chance, he can certainly take it. Oh, Yan, we can't hit them all, buddy. Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, Senzo taking advantage of a critical mistake, bringing this ball across like this. Card thought he had all the time in the world. What a play by Fahad. I mean, he just read him like a book.
You knew you had the two-on-one the other way, so just barrel down into the corner. Force the 50. What's the worst that's going to happen? The ball's going to pop back right into your teammate, and your teammate's going to have to make a good shot. That's still a great scenario to be in. Excellent decision to chase Card right into the corner, and now they've gotten another chance and another goal. Fahad putting this one in. Senzo sets him up nicely.
Do we see the fake here? Yep, there it is. Senzo just sending one by, and Jan still almost got back in time, but Fahad there to finish the job. And of course, aided by the fact that he played the 1v1. That's his 7th goal of this series.
He might start getting worried for Furia soon, as Owl have started to heat up. The ball punched out. That Owl defense has to be strong, and it is off the bar again. Owl able to pick up the save. Man, the Mina defense has been absolutely incredible to watch. Here's another one, and they're not saving that. Yan, perfect shot right to the top of the net.
Well, you would start worrying about Furia if you were a pessimistic fan, like Jorby over here. Now, Jan.
I'm also an Owl fan.
Yeah.
They've been really fun to watch. Fahad.
This whole series has been fun to watch. This whole day has been an absolute delight. As Fahad looking to just pop this in the air, play keep away. Now Senzo comes in to help out, and it's Card who made the stop. Jan and Fahad just kind of trading paint all the way in the corner. Jan will take the shot eventually, and it's 3-2.
Fahad went over to the midfield boosts and then ended up just getting caught out. You see him up the wall, expecting the play to go wall side, but as soon as, as soon as Jan sees him there, it's an easy shot to take. As soon as you see him go up the wall, he doesn't have boosts. Easy decision for Furia.
So Furia back in front. Still very, very early on. 5 goals in less than 90 seconds. Make it 6 now as we cross that barrier. 4-2 the lead for Furia, as now Card adds his first goal of the series.
And getting all of the work done. Doesn't just get the 50, doesn't leave the play, knows he can get the bump in front, makes it easy for Card to hit the shot. And Yan putting on world-class performance so far in the series. And, well, there's a rarity. What do we call that?
Someone maybe want to hit the ball next time? Okay.
Kickoff.
Great minds think alike, and so do all of these minds, as this one sent to the backboard, narrowly escaping harm. Now Jan trying to drop one down for Card, but he could not dive in on that. That was just asking for a counterattack over his head. Now Card will try the individual effort with Jan in behind him, and he's at least got this deeper into the corner. But it's Fahad right up against Jan, and this time he knows he has Senzo in support, and that makes things a little more bearable.
We did talk about Kaio and how long he's been playing. Card been playing for almost just as long as Kaio has been. A lot of experience just with him alone, and having a talent like Yan behind you to be able to rely on. Well, right here, Card's getting bumped out, but Yan wins the 50, and that's going to be a slow turnaround for Owl as they're trying to race back to recover. Wasn't really a play there for Yan. Maybe a chance to come back. Only one to beat with Card. Backboard defended, and Owl just can't get those pushes on offense going. Card saving his boost, using that chain dash to keep his speed up. It's able to just be a consistent threat. Owl always having to work their way around. Yan or Card, it's never a clear go downfield. You're always running into a blue car or having to win a 50, and then it's pushed out to the side, even right there. Well, our ball gets blown right by you. You get blown off the field, and this might be another goal. Yan doing all the work. Card shot denied. The recovery from Fahad.
Fahad got bumped into the back of the net, and do they have the redirect? They sure do, and the save made by Jan. Oh, I tell you what, this Fahad has opened a lot of eyes here with his performance tonight, and still a little bit of work to do. His team down 2 in a game they must win to force a 5th game. As he keeps this in the zone despite Card's challenge. Boost spawns right there for him, but Jan in his grill again.
Not giving him any chance. It was a good idea from Fahad. Keep that touch close. Might have a chance to win the 50, but Jan already recognized it, got in front, and now they get blown by again. Owl just can't get by the midfield line. It almost feels like there's 3 Furia cars on the field with how close that they're able to, or how quickly they're able to challenge the ball. Owls still have a chance, though, Stacks. With a minute, 2 goals, absolutely doable, but we have to see something a little bit more on offense from Owl. They've been constantly reacting, getting bumped off the play. Furia still just kicking the ball off of them. There's nowhere for Owl to go.
Well, they did get a piece of Card there, but then Fahad just gave the ball right back to him, and that could be the end. The double does not go with 40 seconds left. a second life for Owl Esports. And they don't convert here, but at least they've got something to hold on to. But Fahad's gonna come through. They pinch that with Senzo. And now it's Jan. Almost got around here. He did, and Card will finish the job. 22 seconds. I know we say no lead is safe, but it would take a miracle right now for Owl.
Certainly in miracle mode. The nice thing for Owl is at the end of this, they're not out of it. They'll fall down to the lower bracket. But how about this performance from Furia in really all three modes? Yan coming back in the 1v1 in overtime to make it happen. Owl fighting back in the 3v3 and putting up a really solid fight. Really quality effort overall, but Furia just got aggressive, and Owl didn't have a response for it. The aggressive challenges really were the death knell here for Owl Esports in this game. Furia now move on through the MENA gauntlet in what is really the group of death.